What's up guys, I'm Kel, Red Zone Rogue, and welcome back to another Echoes of the New World spoilers. This time I have another 7 spoilers for you guys, and these ones are really fucking dank, so let's just jump right in with the new Water J-Ruler Dragon Shrine Maiden. And this card is really cool. So as you can see here, she's a Ruler Dragonoid. She has a Judgment of 1 water, she has an Energize of 1 water, and you can rest her to draw a card. That is really cool. I love that ability. Just choosing between like stone calling resources and then like hand resources. I think that's awesome. And there's some other cards that we're gonna see later that also augment this and make it even more useful. Just right here, right off the bat, I love it. Like I love everything that's going on here. So let's go over to her J-Ruler side, and she's called Flute Time Altering Priestess. She's just 700, 800. That's pretty small for a J-Ruler, but this one's not going to really see some combat. You don't really care about that. What you do care about is the fact that she has a couple of pretty good abilities. So the first one is, when this card enters your field, put all non-magic stone cards that are put from a field into your graveyard this turn into your hand. And then it says, release the seal abilities of water cards and spells you control. And you can pay a water and 2 of any and put this card into your ruler area as a ruler. So basically, with the last ability, you can, keep flipping it back to the ruler and then J activating her multiple times to get use out of this first enter ability, and that's the put all now magic stone cards put from a field into your graveyard this turn into your hand. And there's probably some pretty cool stuff you can do with that. I can't think about it off the top of my head. I'm literally recording this after just reading these after the second they were posted. But I can imagine like some situations where you could like use your dudes as resources with like Adam Brawley or something, or just other cards like that, and then just get them all back to your hand. There's a bunch of cool stuff you can do. And the release the seal abilities of water cards and spells you control is also going to be really big, because some of the cards coming up have that seal ability, and holy shit, are they crazy with the seal ability released. So yeah, I think this card is fantastic. I cannot wait to build a deck with this. I mean, I think this is one of my favorite rulers in this whole set, next to Adalbert. I love Adalbert. He's really cool. And the tree also has some really cool like deck building possibilities, but Flute is awesome. I think the first deck I might do is a Flute. I love water attribute enforceable. I think it's one of my favorites. So yeah, let's go on to the next card, the Time Altering Magic Stone. It's a special magic stone. It looks really cool. You can rest it to produce a water, and you can rest it and banish it to shuffle up to 3 target non-magic stone cards from their graveyards into their owner's decks. So this has a lot of like versatile use. You can, just banishing it like goes into that Barrist strategy, which is pretty weird. I'm not going to go into that here, but it's got that going for it. It also has the ability to like screw with your opponent's graveyard. Maybe they have remnant cards. Maybe they are going to, return those cards into play with various reanimator style abilities. You can shuffle stuff from your deck or your graveyard back into your deck and then get them back with like Kaguya's Moonbeam Butterfly. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do here. I like this card a lot. Will it see play? Maybe. It probably will. It's a pretty good, unique ability. Yeah, overall, I like it quite a bit. And next up we have Flute's Water Dragon. And this guy looks so dopey, but he's actually really good. So let's go over what he is. He's a 1 cost, 1 water, 100, 400. He's a Resonator Dragon. It says you may rest this recovered card to call a magic stone rather than rest your J-Ruler. So that definitely goes in with any J-Ruler that can rest and do abilities. Like Nine-Tailed Fox, Flute even. Her side that lets you rest to draw a card. You can draw a card and use this dude to call a stone. He's a 100, 400 for 1. It's very remnant of Elvish Priest. So it's like you can still call stones. You should note that this still counts as calling a stone for your J-Ruler. You can't like call a stone with your J-Ruler and then call a stone with this dude. It just says you can call a magic stone with this dude rather than your J-Ruler. You can't do both. And he also has a seal. It says just this card gains the following text as long as you control 5 or more magic stones. Plus 400, and flying. And that reminds me a lot of a certain magic card, Delver of Secrets, which, it comes down, he's a small dude, and then eventually becomes a big flying dude, and this guy becomes a 500, 800 with flying for only 1 will. That's pretty good. I think this card's actually really good. Time will tell whether he sees play or not, but if I make a Flute deck, then I think this is definitely going to go in, so yeah. deceivingly good. Maybe he's not. Maybe everyone's like, damn, this is good. But yeah, I think he just looks ridiculously cute for how good he actually is. Next up, we have the Truth of Time. And holy fuck, I love this card. This has got to be one of my favorite cards released in the set. It's super simple, but it's also like, oh, it's like my thing, man. So it is a chant, ancient magic. The one thing that I wish this had was quick cast. It doesn't have quick cast, but I mean, even then, it's still super powerful. It's a ancient magic, so it's got that going for it. It has Seal 6. As you play this card, if you control the following, if you control 6 or more magic stones, you gain the following. Draw a card. So basically, if you have your Seal released or you have 6 or more magic stones, you're gonna draw 2 cards for 1 will. Holy shit! That is like insane. That is absolutely insane. That is like, you know, if you're a Magic player, Ancestral Recall is like draw 3 cards for just 1. This is pretty fucking close to that. I don't know, man. This is a very, very powerful card. I can see this seeing play in control decks. I can see this seeing play in obviously like a flute deck. I really want to make like a flute control deck. Yeah. Oh man. I can just think of so many like possibilities with this. It's like a powerful draw engine, like flipping flute over and being able to draw like a ton of cards, a ton of control. Oh man. I love this. Very, very cool. The next card we have is Flutes Awakening. So it is a chant for 1 water. It says, recover target J resonator you control. It cannot not attack this turn, and then draw a card. So basically you can recover Flute, and then rest her and draw a card, and then use this and draw a card. There's so many card draw, like a type effects in this spoiler. And then you can also recover like any other J ruler or resonator with a good like rest ability. Once again, like Fox, and I mean, there's probably a shitload of others that I can't even think of off the top of my head. But yeah, this is another pretty good card. I think it will probably see some play. It's good. Also, I like the art. It looks really cool. Lapis is all like mind freaking her or something, delving into her horned brain. Next up, we have Luna, Magician of the Moonstar, and this is one of the characters that we saw on the booster pack art, at least the art that was spoiled. And it has 800 for 3, 2 water, 1 of any. She's a Resonator 7 Luminaries mage, you know, like Sol or Mars or whatever. She has Will of Despair. She has Mana 4, so here's that mana mechanic from, you know, the 7 Luminaries. And it says, you remove a mana cannon from this card, produce 1 water, spend this will only to play ancient magic cards. So it's kind of like, you know, like a storage type thing. You do net 1 mana, or 1 will, I suppose. You play this, then you can, you know, spend something that costs 4, like Ancient Knowledge, or I don't know, something else that costs 4 that you'd want to play. That's Ancient Magic, or maybe even more than that. So this card's pretty interesting. She has Will of Despair, so you know they could go into a Will of Despair deck. I don't know if it would. Yeah, it's an interesting card. I don't think it'll see a whole lot of play. I think the art's like fucking gorgeous, but other than that, I don't know. I'm not super sold on this, but I think it's cool. And then finally we have the Blue Planet, which, once again, I know I keep harping on the art, but damn, that looks awesome. So it is an addition for 1 of any and 1 blue. When this card enters your field, draw a card, and then it has Seal 7. This card, you know, gains the following text as long as you control 7 or more magic stones. Cards in your hand gain quick cast. Holy shit! Like, all of your shit just gains quick cast, so you can just hold everything up and wait for your opponent to respond, or wait for your opponent to do something, and then you can just respond. This card is super good, especially in like a, you know, flute style deck where you can get that seal pretty good. I mean, without the seal, not so good. 2 for just drawing a card, not great, because we can draw 2 cards for 1, but giving all the stuff in your hand quick cast is really good. I don't know how good that's going to be in New Frontiers right now, because you know we're in a very, very fast meta with Prisia and everything, but I think this card is fantastic. A lot of the cards spoiled so far today are so good. I love the Dragon Shrine Maiden / Flute. The Flute's Water Dragon is super good. The Truth of Time is like fucking awesome. Flute's Awakening is really good, and the Blue Planet, which is uncommon, is just super sweet. So there you have it, guys. Those are the spoilers for today. I was really hoping to see another super rare chant. Maybe we will in the future. Yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys are as excited for Echoes of the New World as I am. These are getting better. This set's shaping up to be the best fourth set in the cluster that we've seen so far, because Millennia of Ages, not so good, and Battle for Ataraxia is okay, but this one's shaping up to be like excellent. Like an excellent set. And I heard that the secret cards in this set are going to be the best that they've ever done. I've got my fingers crossed for full art J-Rulers from Curse of the Frozen Casket. That would be absolutely amazing. That would put this set as one of the best sets they've ever created. Man, I am floored. I don't like to ride the hype train very much, but they're doing a pretty damn good job here. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video, then leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that bullshit. It really helps a lot, and I appreciate it oh so much. Just any of those things, I appreciate it oh so much. Regardless of what you do, thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video, and I hope to see you guys next time for some more Force Will content. Have a good one all, and I will see you later.